Hello, this is your weekly chord tutorial with Mr. B. Use this to help you learn the chords you will need to play the songs on my channel. Don't forget to subscribe. This week we are looking at the chord of D. Now the chord of D is a little bit trickier to some of the other chords we've done recently and requires a little bit of strength in one of your fingers. So I'll have a look at that very soon. Have a look at the image on the screen now. So you will see that on the D chord we basically have the whole of that second fret filled. The top three strings need to be pressed down, but we need to be really careful not to press the bottom A string because that will completely change the sound of the chord. So we want to leave the A string open and we press down all the top three strings, the G, C and the E, with our fingers. Now there are two ways of doing this. You'll see on the diagram I've written 2, 2, 2 to suggest that we use our second finger to cover all three of those strings. Okay, and that is my preferred way of doing it. However, some people prefer to squash their fingers together like you might for a G and play with all three fingers really tight together. Now that can be a slightly easy way of holding down the strings. You'll see that sounded a little bit clearer actually. And if you're using one finger, you've really got to make sure you're pushing all three strings down tightly to get the same sound. So it is a little bit challenging using one finger. You've got to have the strength in your finger to press all three strings really tightly and not catch that fourth string. But I personally find it easier than squashing my fingers together and pushing them all together on the second fret. So you can choose which way you prefer. For the rest of the video I'm going to be using my second finger across all three strings. So you can try that way or you can try the alternative way if you prefer. Let's get cracking with some strumming. So we're going to start as usual with the down strums. Let's do some simple down strums. Down, up. And down, up, down, up. Down, up, down, up. And down, down, up, up, down, up. Okay, and there we have the D chord. So do try both of those versions. You might have noticed I was using my third finger there to push onto my second finger as well there, just to help give a bit more strength there, so you can do that as well. So do have fun with that, and thanks for watching.